to Beauty and the Beards, everyone. My name is Al. I'm going to be your wonderful host for today's episode, the one and only, the bald-headed, light-skinned milk dud of joy here on a Sunday morning to bring you all the happy good times. But I am not alone. Never am I ever. I've got the one and only Kiana, and long time coming. You've heard her name a lot during the community song of the week. The one and only Amber, everybody.
Hello.
We've finally got her on, bringing on more people. We're going to have a lot more interfaces to put to these names that we've brought up on this show. But before we get into what makes Amber Amber, we have to have a few things talked about real quick. We got to talk about the subscribe button, how you got to hit that for me. The like button, you got to hit that for me too. I need that. And then the comment section, you got to fill it out. You got to put something in it. I don't care if you tell me what day it is. Just let me know that you're here in the comment section. All right. And then when you're done watching this video, take yourself over to Pokeshop Collectibles. Go ahead, get yourself some beautiful stuff. Get yourself some packs. Get yourself some boxes. Get yourself some mats. Get yourself anything that you could possibly imagine when it comes to trading card games, because they have it all, excluding your sports cards. You still have to go find that somewhere else. But anything else, they got it. And now, if you go to checkout with all the stuff in your cart and you use the code BEARD5 at checkout, you will get a nice 5% discount. So, by all means, go over to Pokeshop Collectibles, go get yourself some Pokemon stuff, go get yourself some could get yourself anything that you could think of TCG related. They can help you out. Use that code at checkout.
All capital letters too.
All capital letters, BEARDS5 at checkout.
Just a beard.
And then also, you might have noticed this bad puppy. This bad puppy is sitting right here. It's been a long time coming too, baby. The one and only Beauty and the Beard t-shirt. We finally got merch. We got more merch. Outside of the wonderful stickers we have, we now have gear that is wearable. It is washable. You can clean it. You can spray it with cologne. Wear it around your torso. Show it to your friends. Show it to your family. Show it to your pets.
Why do you sound like the guy from SpongeBob?
It is fantastic. Multiple shapes and sizes. Small, medium, large, extra large. Get it now. Get it new. Get it fresh.
Jesus.
The wonderful Beauty and the Beards gear and apparel coming to you soon. But yes, it is happening. This is becoming more of a thing. We are becoming more of a family and becoming bigger. And with that, we need ways to show off how much we care. And this is one of those things. We wanted to have ways of being able to pick you weird little fans out of the crowd. We got to be able to know who you are and how you stand out. And this is one of the ways.
Pick out the beardlings.
Oh, yeah. The weird ones, the beard ones, the beautiful ones.
Your face.
Oh, no.
The beardly beautiful ones.
The beautifully bearded ones. Yes.
I'm having a stroke.
Yes, all that. But yes, thank you to everybody who has been helping us get to this point where we've been able to get some stuff going.
We really appreciate it.
Yeah, we really do appreciate it. There has been a lot of stuff that's been happening with this show so far.
We got more big things.
This is just the beginning.
You think this is exciting? Just wait. Man.
This is like literally like base model for how cool this shit is going to be in the future. Like, this is awesome. This is fan-fucking-tastic, and I love this. This is great. But it's only going to get better, and that's what makes this so exciting. It's fantastic. Yeah. But without further ado, let's get into today's episode. It is officially, we've been in springtime, but it's officially spring. Spring is officially sprung. We've got the college football season.
Spring camp started, baby.
Yep. Spring camp has started. The
Longhorns are getting at it.
Yep. Baseball spring training is done. We are officially in the baseball season. The regular season is officially started. We've already gotten a handful of games under our belts. So it's been really fun. It's been a lot of good times. It's been interesting for the MLB so far.
I don't know shit about baseball.
Yeah, no,
so
I'm a big baseball nut.
So.
I'm a big baseball nut. I am. I'm a big baseball fan. Like that's the one thing that like my friends point out and like a lot of people kind of find weird is that like I am as huge of a baseball fan as I am, because there's not a lot of us these days. Like really there aren't. Like football's kind of the dominant like sport in America.
Yeah.
Basketball kind of follows suit. People really like basketball too. And I mean, even then, hockey is kind of rising up over baseball to this point, but baseball's, we're implementing stuff to make baseball more entertaining for TV standards. So it's getting up there. The viewership has been up over the last few years compared to like the last like 10. So we've been making changes to make the game more interesting and make it more fun. However, there are teams that are making changes in the game that are making it really weird. And one of those teams being the New York Yankees. So we all know I hate the fucking Yankees. This is like...
You've watched any other episodes?
If you've watched any episodes previously, you would know. But
probably
if
like
you
an
didn't,
episode or two back, I'm pretty sure he screamed about it.
I think he hates the Yankees.
Yeah, and if you didn't know, fuck the Yankees. But these weirdos, for some reason, I sent TMC the image, so I want him to, if he could,
pop it up so you
pop
can
it up
see
on
this
screen.
weird ass shit.
These weirdos redesigned their baseball bats.
It looks so weird.
Yeah,
I didn't like it.
It's kind of weird looking.
Yeah, like I
I
pulled
had
up
to
the
sit
image.
there and stare at it. And I was like, why?
I pulled up the image
Why
and I
is there a
showed these
bulge?
two. Yeah, it's so the thing was from my understanding, they just redistributed the wood that would be at the lower portion of the barrel and just moved it up. So instead of it being the full cylinder shape that it naturally is all the way down to the handle, it stays skinny for the handle, goes up a little bit, and then stays that, and then gets real fucking wide, like a
and it'll
bowling
make
pin.
sense with the picture and everything.
Yeah, like it's like it looks like they're swinging a bowling pin.
It's so weird.
It's so weird. But the thing that makes it even weirder was that they allowed it to just kind of happen for the full game.
What? I mean, you said it wasn't illegal,
It
right?
wasn't technically illegal, or we don't know if it was. Like, that's the thing, is like, everybody's kind of like, is it illegal? Is it not? Like, nobody's ever seen this before.
Yeah, no one really changed the shape of a baseball bat before.
Yeah, the baseball bat's kind of been the same for years.
I mean, yeah, it's
like you have a
it's-
baseball
yeah.
bat, and then like
But
I
that's
know
the
for
thing, like,
softball
they're-
there's a bat, but
yeah,
you know,
but those are a little bit bigger.
There's specific dimensions, I'm pretty sure, that the bat has to follow in, but like, when I look at this, I go, but is there? Like,
Yeah, I don't know.
like, because I know you can't, like, there's rules to altering your bat, like, when it comes to, like, you can't cork your bat, which means, like, you can't drill out and hollow out your bat and fill it with something heavier to make it heavier for your
Right.
swing. You can't do stuff like that. If you're using, like, stuff like pine tar to help your hands grip the bat, you
Yeah.
can't have the pine tar up past a certain point. Like, if you have, like, the little bat ring, like the little circle around the barrel of the bat, if the pine tar's past that, or if it exceeds the distance of home plate, you got too much pine tar. So there's like reasons like to get thrown out, or ways that you can't get thrown out in the game with your baseball bat. But this is one of those ways where I was like, they're not getting thrown out. And the thing was it was working, because I'm pretty sure I seen it was the first 3 at bats of the game. All 3 were home runs.
Jesus.
They would go on to, I think, hit like 5 more home runs in like the next 2 or 3 innings.
Jesus.
that's crazy.
By the 7th inning, it was like 20-4.
Fuck.
This is a
I
baseball
feel like
game.
that should be
Yeah.
illegal.
Yeah, like this is
No.
a baseball game. Remind you, like, baseball games don't usually get that high in scoring. But they're also playing Yankee Stadium, so take that as you will. If you're a baseball fan and you know anything about Yankee Stadium, you know how short their outfield is in weird spots. So take that as you may, but even with the way the ball has been hit, like with that bat, I don't know. It's just weird. But that's my little baseball rant, because I saw that and I was like, this is just...
Yeah, when you showed that to me, I was like, I don't like that.
I was like, this is just weird. Like, even for like casual baseball fans looking at it, it's like people are like, this is fucking weird.
Yeah.
This is weird. Like I said, you're just swinging a really weird looking bowling pin.
I feel like there's got to be some like weight distribution there.
Yeah.
You know, like you said, you know, people drilling holes to like make the bat like heavier and stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the way the bat is kind of like falls into that category.
Yeah.
You know,
I
feel like the bat has to be a certain type of weight, and then
Yeah.
they just went ahead and made it like heavier or
Yeah.
something, you know?
Yeah. I don't know what it... I don't know what it is. I don't know what it does. And I mean, if it's legal,
Clearly, it fucking did something for him.
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
Like it's doing something for him because 20 runs is nothing to fucking scoff at. So I mean, if they go in and continue to put these fucking numbers up, and then people around the league start using these bats like this,
I was just about to say that. Yeah.
then
Baseball's gonna change.
baseball's
Mhm.
gonna pitchers are gonna start looking a lot weaker on the mound. That's what I'll say.
Yeah.
People are gonna be a lot more scared to throw some shit. But along the lines of, like I said, springtime, summertime, warm weather's creeping up on us. It's getting nicer outside. It's getting muggier. It's getting a little bit more wet as opposed to a little bit more snowy.
danger weather.
Yep.
For the
Tornadoes are
love-
flipping up everywhere, left and right. But Amber, you have a job that puts you out in those elements.
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
You
I have
work
this.
for the post office.
Shit.
I do.
you
I am a
deliver
mail
mail.
carrier.
Yep.
Yep.
And with that job, you are out everywhere. You are out and about, braving the elements, dealing with a whole lot of extra bullshit that a lot of people just don't want to deal with.
Yeah, it's kind of tough.
Yeah.
Some days when it's pouring down rain and I'm just sitting there like,
Oh no.
well, looks like this mail's getting wet today,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
And you know,
I could not.
Yep. And then to be honest, winter when it snows.
I was just thinking
I
too.
would eat shit.
Like
So the
winter has the worst time to be really a mail carrier.
Yes and no, because to be honest, to me, when it gets hot, I can only take off so many layers.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
when it
and
gets
that heat
cold,
cooks here.
I can add layers.
Yeah.
You know, I
Mhm.
can sit in my truck for a little bit, you know, because
Right.
with the post office, they always tell us carriers, our safety is our own choice.
Right.
So say it does snow and they will send us out. They will tell us, try what you can. Don't
Right.
get stuck. I've been stuck so many
Oh yeah.
times.
Oh, and those trucks too. I can only imagine with how, especially with how our roads are here. Ugh.
Oh,
And
God,
also
yeah.
with the trucks, a lot of people don't know. With like the newer trucks, like the Pro Masters, they have AC. And
Yeah.
those LOVs, I have a little fan.
Yeah.
Oof.
That's it.
Yeah.
I don't have AC
It's
in
just
that truck.
pushing hot air.
Gross.
It's just basically pushing around the
Mhm.
hot air.
And
You're better off just leaving the doors open
you're
at that point.
as they describe it to you, you're literally sitting in a toaster oven.
Yeah.
You.
And there have been instances recorded, not obviously in our office, but in other post offices, carriers have died
Yeah.
because of those trucks, because they're taking a break and they're sitting there and they're not hydrated, because they make sure to tell us stay hydrated.
Yeah. By all means.
So, but if we end up doing something, it ends up being, you know, they try to put it on us. It's
Mm.
kind of scary, but that's what we have a union for.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, and I'm not going to go into like politics or anything because there's a whole bunch of
Yeah,
shit going
the-
on right
the
now.
Postal Service has a whole rabbit hole. of
So I'm not
fuckery.
going down that or anything. So, but yeah, to be a mail carrier, it's not a job for everybody.
No, it's
So,
not, and we're really starting to get into it too, because like I feel it already this morning. Like what was it? Not yesterday, but the day before. It was like 70 degrees, and I was like, "This is super comfortable."
It was
I
a high of
I
80
Oh
can
my
do
gosh,
this.
I was
yesterday.
out there and I was like,
Oh, it was so beautiful.
So
It wasn't
pretty.
muggy. It wasn't even like ready. It wasn't getting ready to rain yet. Rain happened yesterday, but that day before there was no
Mhm.
rain in sight, so it was nice and clear. There was a nice breeze. It was 70 degrees outside. I was
Yeah.
like, "This is." Like I said, I had to go see Owens, and I was driving up there, and I was like, I might actually crack my windows. And I haven't cracked my windows in a minute when I've done like a good country drive. And I cracked my windows, turned the music up, and I was like, "This is what I love right
and
here."
see, and those are the days I love
Yeah.
being a mail carrier.
I'm
Like
about to
during the
say.
springtime when it's nice, during the fall when it's
Yeah.
perfect, you know.
That nice in between
I'm out
weather.
there, you know, I could be delivering by the lake.
Yeah.
And look at this beautiful view I have.
Yeah.
On a nice day, I can take my little break right here, have my lunch.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Have a
You
nice
know?
little day out on the little water.
But
on a little lake water.
definitely when those days when it's pouring down rain and we have the tornadoes, you know, sirens
That's,
going, and when
that's the
it's,
ones.
you know, 10 inches of snow out there, those days are rough. You know,
Yeah.
we do what we can and we just try to get the job done, you
Yeah.
know?
And that's all you can do.
Yeah.
That's all you can do. It's a tough job. Like you said, it's not for everybody. That's why I drive a forklift. It still gets hot in that bitch too, though.
I work in a foundry,
I'm about to
so
say you've got a job where you're also
I
dealing with
help
heat
run
a
a
whole hell of a
foundry,
lot.
so
And
this
you know,
is a
I do
struggle.
have some nice customers on my
Right.
routes where when it's 100 degrees out there,
Oh yeah.
here's this nice cold bottle of water. I appreciate them customers.
Shout out to them folks.
You know, and
Mhm.
Shout
like
out to them because they are so helpful. Because
And
some
then-
people just don't have that water, and
Oh.
that'll be the lifesaver. That'll
well,
be
yeah,
the thing
because
they
we
really
pack
need.
so much water, and you know, you think you have enough throughout
Yeah.
the day, and then
Mhm.
it's just so hot, you go through it, and you're like, well, crap. Now, you know, especially when you're on the overtime list, you know, you're out there at 5:30, and you know, during the winter when it's peak season, we're out there even later. Like there was this time actually here recently during Christmas, I was out there till 9 o'clock at night delivering mail.
Jesus.
You know, when we had all that snow out there, just trying to deliver mail and
Yeah.
packages. So
And our town doesn't take good enough care of those roads, whatever it gets down to the snow for any of the mail
No,
carriers or
they do
anything like
not.
that. So yeah, it's a tough job. It's really tough, but
appreciate your mail carriers.
absolutely,
That's all I'm saying.
absolutely.
You know,
Show your mail carrier respect because they go through a lot to get you something that's very personal to you. But outside of how harsh work can be in these elements, what are we looking forward to when it comes to the summertime? Like,
The beach,
oh yeah, I was about to
water, swimming,
to
being
be,
outside.
say.
the state fair.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
actually gonna go see Snoop Dogg.
There you go.
Aw,
There you go.
shit.
Yes,
So-
I forgot about that. Yeah, we do
Mhm.
have Snoop coming to the
Yeah,
state fair.
I'm legitimately excited for like Clinton and Shelbyville to be open.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because that's every Sunday. I'm there. I mean, legitimately every single Sunday at like 10 a.m. Me and Aaron meet up, and we're there until like 3 o'clock.
Mhm.
Man,
I come
haven't
packed with
swam or anything
snacks,
in a long
water.
time.
I bring tanning lotion, and then I bring sunscreen for my
I think the last time I
paler
went
friends.
Yep.
And
was
then-
with you guys. Yeah,
Yeah.
you, Aaron, and then Brittany and Dave and all of them. That was the
Yeah.
last time I went.
Oh man, I haven't swam
I
at
love
all
it.
and I don't know how long. And like,
I bought a new swimsuit and everything.
see, I need swim trunks. I had a pair of Minnesota Twin swim trunks that my mom had got me whenever she went to Minnesota years ago. And then when I moved, I lost them during the move. I've gone through all of my clothes, and I'm like, I don't know what
have
happened to
a
these.
bag specifically packed. I have a drawstring bag with 2 cans of sunscreen, like
Oh,
50
she was already
SPF
ready to go.
sunscreen.
She's like kind of like sitting
Well,
by the
and
door.
this is always in the house. Like I always have it in this bag. I don't take it out because I know some people either run out of sunscreen or forget sunscreen.
Right.
And I know, like, especially like Brittany, like
I was
she
just-
has
Gotta
to
be
have
prepared.
Has
Yeah.
sunscreen.
to
Yeah.
Aaron has to have sunscreen.
burn like a little
I bring my
tomato.
own bottle of tanning lotion. I make sure I have water bottles, not only to drink, water bottles to rinse off your feet if you want to. I have snacks. I have bought a brand new 7 foot by 7 foot like beach towel to be able to put out so people can
Dope
put their
shit.
shit. I bring
What's the theme of the beach towel? Is it
It's-
just the
got the little palm with the eye in the middle and it's
Oh,
all
okay,
colorful.
okay.
And
She's
yeah.
the beach mom. She is
Yeah.
prepared
Yeah.
beach
Yeah.
mom.
yeah, she does this to people. We get them to look at her.
Yeah.
Come on.
Don't go too far in the
Don't-
deep end.
Yep. Yep.
That's me.
Brittany,
I
you're
bring-
flown too far
I
out
bring
there.
Come
the
back
speaker.
now.
I bring the speaker. Well, Brittany can't swim either, so I
know.
have to be careful.
Hey, don't go out there without your floaties.
I gotta make
Don't
sure
go out there without your floaties.
gotta hold of Brittany at all times if we're in the water, because if she swoops away, I'm like, oh shit, I gotta get Brittany.
There she goes.
No, no. Wait, damn it.
I come
Here, make a sandcastle while I get the shit together.
prepared. I bring hand lotion. I bring towels. I have everything. I am the beach mom, apparently.
Yep.
Hey, there you go. There you
Beach
go.
mom certified.
That is what I am looking forward to, is being able to be out on the water.
Yeah. Hey, I get that. I would like to get in water a little bit more this year.
Well, if you want
swim
to
some
come with
more,
us, you are more than welcome.
for sure. I'm weird about beaches. I don't know what it is. I'm weird about beaches. I don't like swimming with fish.
Okay.
I don't really know what it is. I don't like swimming with fish. Like
Like a
Pool-
fish swims by, touches your foot.
Like,
freaks
yeah,
you
I
out
don't
a
think
little
I've
bit.
but
ever
I'm just
had
like-
one touch me.
I'm
It's
just
got
like-
the seaweed or whatever, the
Yeah,
hell plants
well,
or whatever it
because,
is
like,
that
at
catch
a
you.
beach,
Sometimes I'm like,
I-
I was like, whoa.
At a beach, there's like so many people in the water, so like not many fish come towards like
Mhm.
where all the
Mhm.
people are.
Yeah.
So
I'm just like,
I don't even care. There's a place in Texas that's like a spring fed. I can't remember what it's called. I used to go with my family all the time when we lived there, but it's in Austin, Texas, and it's a spring fed like pond or like it's not big enough to be a lake, but you can
Right.
go there and pay and go swim in it or whatever. And the water's, I mean, ice fucking cold, like because it's like 100% like spring fed, and
Yeah.
it's so clear, and you can see all the fucking fish in there. It's
Crazy.
phenomenal.
That's crazy.
But
That
the
sounds
water is
cool.
like, I mean, like clear and freezing.
But in Texas, it's super hot, so like
God,
that
yeah.
would feel so amazing just to get in that.
It still
like-
takes so long to get into that water.
Yeah.
It takes
you gotta-
so long.
Yeah, yeah.
It takes twice as long as you think it does. Like when you get in
Okay.
the pool and the water's cold, this is worse.
Okay, I gotcha.
You gotta stand with just your feet in the water for a minute or two. You're like, holy
Okay.
Jesus.
You're like walking in, you're like,
Yes.
It's
Uh,
so
Or you
hot,
just
but
say
it's so
forget
cold.
it and jump in the
Jump
water,
in.
and you come out going.
it's like shivering. It's
Start
like,
having
oh,
hypothermia.
Yeah, but then you're fine afterwards.
man. I do like a good swim. I think I'm looking forward to cookouts.
Oh God,
Mhm.
yeah.
Love cookouts.
I love me a good cookout, and like it's I'm understanding like back when I was a kid, I didn't have as much of an appreciation for cookouts. And I didn't have nearly
and
much of an
fires,
appreciation.
too.
Yeah.
Bonfires,
Mhm.
yeah.
Like I didn't have nearly the appreciation for cookouts that I do now. Like
I know, I love it when everyone can get together and everyone brings their own
Yeah,
shit, and it's
like-
just you guys eating there and
man,
just joking around.
just shooting the shit, like
Having a couple drinks.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And I love now that we're starting to get into more events together. Like we got WWE, we've got like
Oh yeah.
like UFC will happen from time to time. Like there's more stuff that we're all starting to get into as a group and watch together and like have more stuff to look forward to and like more reasons to get together. But I think the cookout is the main thing that I love the most out of like when it comes to get-togethers. Like even if it's just for something like if it's for like somebody's birthday party or like we just want to do it for a weekend, like no matter what it is, the cookout I think is the prime time like gathering, like that's the one thing to get me to go there, like for sure. Like like everything else is like, all right, I might.
See, we know Scott
the
likes
cookout,
using
I'm
his
like,
grill.
on there.
Oh
and-
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh man. And on top of that, like my like family reunion happens during the summertime, and
Mhm.
we did the first one in I think it was like 5 years. First one in 5 or 8 years last year. And we like when I was a youngin, when I was a kid, like
I don't have any of those good
See,
ones.
I
here.
remember having
Yeah.
family reunions and they were
my-
awesome.
White family lives up here.
well, this is all my dad's
My mama's side of the
family.
family down, my Mexican side of the family live in Texas.
Yeah.
And they're a little far away for me to be able to do any of
They
that.
live
Yeah.
in big old Texas.
One of them, the closest one, is like 16 hours. So I don't have that family over here.
Shout out to my homie Coop. He lives in Texas too. Shout out Coop. I play 2K with him from time to time. He's a
like,
homie.
yeah.
Shout out to the
Bam.
homie. But no, like I don't know. I love the cookout because it brings so many people together.
It does.
It
and
brings
it's so
so
relaxing.
many people together. You get to get a little bit of everything from everybody, especially like you said, everybody tends to bring their own food, bring all their own items, and like like
We
I said,
all
with
bring
the,
out our comfy
Yeah.
camping chairs, and
Mhm.
I love
Have
like
the
I
kids
said,
run around.
absolutely.
especially now, like we got Trinity with my
Oh,
niece.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, little stinky. I love
I
her.
love her. She's such a gremlin. But yeah, just having everybody like together is great. And then afterwards, like when we do have fires, I love that shit.
Yeah. About that. What is the big one for you, Amber? What's the one thing that you're looking forward to? Of course, other than work, obviously, because
Yeah.
you're really you're just so jazzed.
Awesome.
About-
It's
about
delivering
work.
the mail.
You're just so pumped.
To be honest, camping and fishing.
I haven't gone fishing in so
Yeah.
long.
Fishing is so peaceful. I have a problem with like I'm very bad about like sensory touching things. Like I
I
don't
used
like.
to be bad about worms.
I
I'm
wear-
not
I
anymore.
wear
I'm not good
gloves.
with worms. I'm not good with worms, and I'm not good with
That's a
touching
good idea.
fish.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not good with touching the fish.
Sometimes
neither.
I get scared of holding the fish because if it flops out and I drop that bitch, I'm gonna cry.
Uh,
But like,
See, if I drop it, he falls.
I
Fuck him.
used to
He
be
wanted
bad about
that.
it. Well, because me and one of my
He
old
chose that
friends,
life.
we you know where Pop's place is out towards Harristown or
Mhm.
whatever.
Yeah.
So over in that area, if you go down that road and head back, there was her grandfather's house. He had passed away, but he still owned it, and he had his own like man-made like. A little bit bigger than a pond, but not big enough to be a lake. Like it was just in the middle, and it was filled with like, I mean, catfish, bass, bluegill, and so we would just, and it was our own. So we'd take a paddle boat out there, a couple of drinks, a speaker,
Yep, and
3
just little
boxes,
fish and
4
throw back.
boxes of worms, and just, I mean, fish
Yeah.
after fish.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And we would just be out there forever. And I didn't have to have a fishing license at the time because it was
It's
your own
property. Yeah, it was
yeah.
our own
Yeah.
property.
Yep.
So I haven't had a fishing license for God knows how long. I need to get that renewed so I can actually go.
Mm-hmm.
That's we had the idea to get our fishing license whenever I lived back in my apartments, but that plan fell through after we went and looked at gear, and we went and looked at it while we were at Walmart.
The good stuff's not the cheapest.
Yeah,
No,
we went
it's
and
not.
looked at it while we were at Walmart. We were like,
See,
oh,
but
fuck,
my
it's gonna take a
dad,
couple
he
paychecks
loves
first.
fishing. He buys the expensive stuff.
See, so does Cody.
All I have
Cody
to
has
do
like
is ask, and he lets me borrow it.
Cody has like 6 fishing poles.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
does my dad. He's got like
And
4 or 5.
It's
dude.
crazy. And then like, cause he likes to go fishing, and like I like to go fishing. He got me getting back into fishing.
My dad,
There you go.
my
you
dad's one of
know,
those people that like will go through the trees and find like creeks and like
Oh,
be
yeah.
out in the like. He's got like special spots, and
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't
Exactly.
know.
and he took me to Bass Pro Shop for the first time.
Oh, fuck
Never
yeah.
been there. And then
Still
he
never been to a Bass Pro
he
Shop.
helped me pick out like a really good fishing pole and everything, and then took me out fishing, and I was like, I miss doing this. I love
Yeah.
doing it, and ever
Mhm.
since we do it every single year. We go
Yeah.
out fishing, and now his grandpa is building this deck, so like here soon,
Oh,
me and
hell
him
yeah.
we can just go out on his grandfather's deck, and then
That's
just
gonna be fucking
when it's all
nice.
finished and stuff, it's gonna be real nice.
That's
you know,
fucking
nice.
so
That's always, and that's another good little pastime that helps bring people together too, because I mean it's just such a peaceful thing to do.
mhm.
It's such a peaceful pastime. There's nothing to it. You can literally bring whatever the fuck you want. Little radio, few snacks, maybe a few drinks, depending on what you do, maybe
Yeah.
some smoke, depending on what it is. But like it's something where friends could all get together, you know,
And just have
gather
a
around,
good
have a good
time.
time, good little casual time, and everybody, you know, gets excited when somebody gets something on there. They're like, oh shit, what's it gonna get? You
I
know,
wish I had a friggin' boat. Ugh.
Who
Oh,
catches
man.
the biggest fish?
Right,
Who caught
you
the
know.
smallest
Oh,
fish? You
man.
know.
I mean, I'm a big catfish fan too, and like my
Mhm.
stepdad, and my dad's side of the family, like my sister's dad and my dad, they both do real good job of frying fish up, and so anytime that they, like I said, once again, back to the cookout shit. Anytime a cookout happens with either one of those family members, I'm like, I know there is going to be some good fish
Mhm.
fried. No matter what, I know it's gonna be there, and I'm gonna go fucking crazy. Like I'm not huge on seafood, I'm really
Yeah.
not. But when it comes to a
God,
fish
I love
fry,
seafood.
I do.
when
too.
it comes to a fish fry, I'm
Jesus.
Licking the
I'm
plate,
all over that
all
shit.
over it.
Oh my god, I'm
I
all
love
over that
seafood. Like
shit.
seafood and boils. Ugh.
Love
See,
seafood
I'm
boils.
just not, I'm not big on all the seafood. Like I'm not big on all the seafood. I'm still like I'm getting through it though. I'm trying a lot of it like slowly at a time. Cause like
I don't
I-
like mussels, but like crab
I
and lobster
love
and shrimp
mussels.
and scallops. Fuck.
I love
I don't
all
know
of
nothing about
that.
mussels because ain't that like what, like oysters and shit like that?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Plant-
see,
yep.
see
I like
that-
smoked oysters. I can't eat raw.
that,
So
that shit looks
Ugh.
too slimy.
that's why
It
you eat
does.
it cooked.
It's why
That's why you
it,
smoke them.
it is
Yeah.
a acquired texture. You know,
When they're raw, yes.
yes.
Ugh.
And I love me
God,
some
it
sushi.
really does not.
Fuck.
It does not sit well with me.
Calamari. Ooh.
Like I don't like that.
Mm.
The look of that, the slurpiness of it. Motherfuckers being like out of the fucking shell, and I'm like, ugh, ugh. I'm like, stop. Like fuck, and they're like, it's an aphrodisiac. I'm like, so you're getting horny off of this shit or something? What the fuck is this? You gross ass.
It's like swallowing a big loogie.
Yeah. Stop. God, that's so terrible. That's so terrible.
You're welcome.
I don't like it. See, that's my thing with seafood. Like, and I don't know, like, I don't know what it is about seafood. because like there's things like that I can't get by. Like there's no way you'll ever get me to eat shellfish like that. Like there's no fucking way.
I've tried them and I did not like them. But
There's
I'm
no
one of
way
the
you can get me to
people
try
that
it.
I'm one of the people that I like trying new foods. So if you give it to me a different way that I haven't had it before, like mushrooms, I hate mushrooms. But if someone gives it to me a way that I haven't tried it before, I'll eat it. I try it every time.
I'm
The-
the same way. I don't like mushrooms
Mhm.
either, but if you know, like I didn't like mushrooms for the longest time, and like certain ways, if you chop it up, fine.
but I won't
I'm okay
do.
with it.
I can't do
Right.
raw oysters because I don't like the texture.
I don't like anything about that shit. I don't like it. I don't like anything about it. I don't like anything about it. It just looks gross. I don't like it. I don't like nothing about it.
Do you
It's
like
just-
sushi?
I love sushi.
and that's my once again. I'm like slowly getting into it. So like,
Okay.
sushi, I'm like very surface level with sushi.
Mhm.
Like I'm like tuna on rice with the little wrap, fucking like that type of shit. The little seaweed roll with the rice in, like the little veggies in the
Mhm.
middle with like a little pieces of fish. Like I'm slowly getting into it, but I haven't delved deep enough to know what different types of shit are outside of the basics.
Okay.
Like I haven't gone that far. Like, because like I don't go out of my way to go get sushi. That's my thing. I don't go out of my way to go
I
get
do.
sushi. I try it when it is available. When I go to a place that just so happens to have it. Like that's my thing. Like I'm gonna give it a
I went
shot.
to that new rotating sushi bar in Bloomington. It was
See, no,
fire.
I do
So
want to
wanna
try
go.
something
I
like that
so
though.
wanna
I
go
do
to
want to try
that.
something like that. I do want to try something like that. But then I'm also I'm afraid of going and trying it and looking at it and being like, I really don't like any of this. I
Yeah.
don't like any of this. And then I'm just like, now I wasted everybody's time. I'm a fucking time waster.
But they have
and I don't
more
wanna
than
be
just
that.
sushi there, right?
Yeah, they have ones with like slices of meat on top of it, and dude, it's good shit.
I do want to try. Oh, what is I don't know the name of the restaurant like style specifically, off the top of the head, but it's where you have like I know it's like an Asian or like Korean thing where like you have like
Hot pots.
where you put the meat in the
Yeah, hot pot.
boil.
Hot
Yeah.
pot.
I want to try that shit.
Me and
so
Bryson
bad.
want to go to one. Yeah,
wanna
go
there's
wanna
one
try
in
that.
I don't know if it's Springfield or Champaign, but one of them has it.
Fuck, I want to try that shit. Like do the little spin on the chopstick, dip it in there, fucking let it cook, pull it out, and be like, ooh.
Yeah, that's a hot pot.
Yeah.
I want to try one of those, and I also want to try one of those ones where you cook it on the stone in front
Yeah.
of
You
you.
want to do that
that'd be-
too?
yeah.
Oh man,
They have one of those in Chicago.
when
I
they put
think.
like the little when they put like you put like little corn on the stick on the little
Mhm.
grill along with all the other little stuff. Yeah, I want to try
Yeah,
that
but
shit.
there's a hot pot. I'm pretty sure in Springfield.
Okay.
Fuck yeah, I want to try
Because
that
me
shit.
and Bryson, he was like, I want to go, and I was like, he's like, I want you to go. Like, he's like, I think you'd like it. And I'm like, yeah, I want to go so bad. I've been wanting to go somewhere.
I'm about to say like that's one thing. It's like it's weird, but like to tie this conversation kind of in with the weather, like. When it comes to this warmer weather, it makes me think of going and getting ramen because when I like a few years ago, for my buddy Brandon, shout out to Brandon, I was just talking to him the other day. For his bachelor party, we went to Kentucky, and we went to not Kentucky. Was it Kentucky? No, we went to
A place somewhere.
we went out of state. We went out of
I
state.
was like, do
We-
you know what state?
I'm trying to remember
I'm
off the top of my
thinking?
head.
Like,
But we went out of state, and we ended up when we stopped, we got to town. After we got settled into the hotel, we just kind of went out and drove around. We were hungry, and we ended up coming across like a small ramen shop there, and shit was so fucking good.
I can't die happy until I've had ramen from Japan or South Korea.
See, that's my thing that ties in with what I was saying before cameras was rolling. I was like, if we get the opportunity to go to fucking Japan, I want to go see a baseball game.
I already told
but
you.
I want to
I'm getting ready to learn Korean so I can go to South Korea because I want to go to Seoul so bad.
man, I want the ramen.
I will be going.
I would love to
I
go to
want
Japan.
the ramen.
I would love to go to Japan too, but I really want to go to South Korea.
Mhm.
I want the chicken fry with the sauce. I want the sushi, the authentic sushi. I want to give that a try.
He
and
already
be
knows
prepared.
exactly
Yeah,
what
I can't die until I've had.
No, like I seriously,
shit.
I have planned my whole entire life around making a trip to Japan. Like I know at some point in my life, if I have the opportunity to go, I'm taking that shot. There is no like I will cancel whatever I have going on around whatever that time frame is to
See,
ensure that I can
And even
go.
if I can't get anybody, Seoul's a really safe place for you to visit by yourself.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like I
Bye bye. I'll see you in 2 weeks.
yeah. I just want to go there. I want to go like I would love to go whenever there's like a big like
Fucking
event
Rosetta
going
Stone.
on or
bro.
something. Like, I would love to do that, but even if I go when nothing's happening, I would love to just go and visit and just see what it's like over
There's
there and
Yeah.
there's
enjoy the
places
authentic
I would
stuff.
love to go, even here in the States, like around Mardi Gras or especially Halloween. I want to
Oh,
go
yeah.
to Louisiana
Yeah.
Yep.
I think
I'd be down for
on
that.
Bourbon
Yeah.
Street. Fuck, I want to go so bad.
Go to Salem.
I think that's where we went. For a bachelor party. I can't remember. We that
Struggling. I even want to stay on
It's
Bourbon
years
Street
ago.
too.
It's
Like I
years
want to
ago.
just well, God, I wanted to go so bad.
Yeah. Super good. Super good. In other news,
Other news.
like I said, the changing of the seasons is happening. We're in the weather time, but the main thing that I like about weather changing means that there's new anime coming.
God, yeah, there is.
There's new anime coming. The season of
yes,
anime
there
is
is.
changing over. The moment that April starts is the moment that all hell breaks loose.
Oh God, it's gonna be
There
fantastic for
is-
any of you other fucking anime weebs like
If-
us,
yeah,
bro.
if you love anime,
And she is
holy
also a
shit.
fan of it, like we are too.
Oh
so,
my
I
God.
love
bro.
anime.
Holy shit.
I think the only person that might not be the biggest fan of anime that you've seen on here is Erin, but that's because she was never really like she didn't watch any of it. She
Yeah,
wasn't
she
like
didn't have like a person
so like
to kind
us
of
being able
influence her
to introduce it to
yeah.
her is a little bit better, but she likes the slice of life stuff like Brittany does.
See,
she
I like
doesn't like the
slice-
stuff I like.
I like a
Yeah.
whole range. I like slice
Yeah.
of
I
life.
do too.
I like horror. I like a lot of the anime.
So for any of you other fucking weebs like us, my guys, oh shit.
Mhm.
Let me see. I want to see real quick if I could pull the listings up because I was
Oh, I'm sure you'll be able to.
I
Yeah.
was just like in shock and awe because there were Facebook pages and Instagram pages and everything that were posting like the lineup of everything that was coming out in April, and it is blinkers how much shit we are getting. It really is.
Are you
Spit
okay
water
over
out.
there?
You gonna make it?
Blinkers.
Are you gonna? It is.
It made me laugh and I spit water on myself.
Like I don't even know how else to like explain how much anime is coming. Like for me, one of the bigger ones is that we're getting Fire Force season 3, which if you haven't watched Fire Force, if you're a fan of Soul Eater, it is the same studio that made Soul Eater. I fucking love Soul Eater and I love Fire Force. It's very fucking good. But this season 3 has taken a long time to get here. Whenever I watched this show, I was only in year 2 of living in the apartment with my
I've
roommate.
not seen it.
We lived in that apartment for like 5 years.
It is on my watch list.
It is very good. It is very good. And for those who finished the last season and saw the cliffhanger at the end of it, you know how long it's been and how eager we have been waiting for this to continue. If you're not a manga reader, if you're just a strictly anime watcher and wait for the shows to happen like I am, then yes. On top of that, for sub listeners, if you're a dub listener, this is gonna suck for you because there's no date for it yet. But
Oof.
April 7th, the subbed version of My Hero Academia Vigilantes is coming out, and that, oh boy, am
I
I
might
excited
just have to
for
watch
that.
that sub.
I am
Yeah.
excited for that. And for all the people who fell in love with this show in high school and middle
Oh, God.
school, this show is getting its next season on April 5th. Black Butler is fucking coming back.
I'm so excited.
Yep, Black
Same.
Butler
Oh
is
my
on its way
god.
back.
I have a playmat with Black Butler on it.
Oh.
It is like one of my all-time favorite
Oh, yeah.
animes.
It's good, man.
It's
good.
actually one that
That's such
started
good
me
shit.
off on
Yeah.
anime.
Mhm.
I have a lot of friends that
So-
are like that too, where Black Butler was the beginning. And it's
So-
yeah.
It has
Naruto
a
was my beginning, of
Yep.
course. Actually watching anime. I used to read a lot of manga whenever I was younger.
Yeah. I mean, mine was Rurouni Kenshin and Dragon Ball Z. So I
Mhm.
mean, and Rurouni
Mhm.
Kenshin is getting another season for not the it's getting
I was gonna say, honestly, I did watch Dragon Ball Z when I was younger too, but I
Yeah.
don't think that's what like actually got me
right. It
into
wasn't
it.
the thing that
Yeah.
like started it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that's because that's how it was for me. I liked Dragon Ball, but Rurouni Kenshin was the first show where I was like, every week I'm locking in to
'cause
watch this.
when I was younger, my Oma used to go to the library and she would use the computers there, and we'd be there for an
Yeah.
hour or 2 hours, and I'd be just literally like fucking sitting on the ground reading manga in the aisle, and then
Yeah.
I would take home every time the max amount of books that they would let me take at one time,
Yeah.
and I would just go home and read the shit out of all of them.
Oh yeah.
See, my sister had a huge collection of manga, like
Mhm.
still does to this day. Like
Yeah.
we just moved her not that long ago, and like I can remember just like the boxes.
You were just like,
Yeah.
shit, I forgot
Oh
how
my!
much
Like
this
I was like, I remember when I bought this for you on your
Yeah.
birthday.
Yeah.
You know, like holy crap!
Yeah, so that's exciting. I'm glad they're coming out with another for Black Butler.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been so long.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
overdue.
I do love that show though.
Mm-hmm.
April 6th, for all of the One Piece fans, it finally returns. It went on hiatus for a little bit. It wasn't airing shows for a while, but I'm pretty sure okay, no, it just says the sub. The sub comes back on April 6th. I thought at some point I read that the dub and the sub had finally got caught up, but I guess I was wrong. Sub's coming back. Love that. There was another one that people were going crazy for. It's Black
I
Butler.
think I saw one.
The Fire Force Season 3. Yep. Food for Your Soul. Yep. Guilty Gear Strive is getting an anime for people who like the Guilty Gear fighting series. That shit's getting an anime as it fucking
See, and
needs it.
Dandan's not until July, so
Nope. Ooh, there's a lot, man. There's a lot. There's a whole hell of a lot. I'm looking forward to so much, and there's still so much I got to start. That's the problem with a lot of these shows that are getting an extra season and all this other shit. Is like there's stuff that I still haven't started yet.
Did you say Windbreaker? I can't remember if you said
I
that
haven't
one.
said Windbreaker, but
Windbreaker's coming out on April 4th.
and I haven't watched that. That's one of the ones I was about to say. I haven't watched that.
Got
April 13th, Go Go Loser Ranger Season 2 comes out, and that one is so fucking good.
don't know what that is.
That's the Power Ranger anime where the Power Rangers, it's like The Boys meets Power Rangers, where the Power Rangers are not as actually good as they say they are, and something about them is dark and messed up, and one of the bad guys actually infiltrates and tries to figure out why they're basically imprisoning the bad guys and basically using them and exploiting them every week for their own amusement.
So April 5th has
very
your
good.
Fire Force, an anime called I've Been Killing Slimes for 300 Years and Maxed Out My Level
Yeah.
Season 2.
Yep. Yep.
There's the Emerald Witch arc for Black Butler.
Yep.
There is From Old Country Bumpkin to Master Swordsman.
That one I've heard is
coming
going
out.
to be real. That one I heard is going to be really fucking good. Sheik and Quan have been talking about that a lot.
Everyday Host. There's a couple other ones I don't
There's
know.
a whole lot. Like
Yeah.
I'm looking at the list right now for just like April 6th. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 shows that are all coming out on that day. April 7th, 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah,
5
there's
shows on
quite
the
a
7th.
few.
April 8th.
Food for the Soul
1,
comes
2,
out on
3,
April
4.
13th.
Oh, there's so much anime.
So many.
There's so much anime, dude. And this is just like the front half of April.
Uh-huh.
This is just the front half of
Yeah.
April. So you're gonna start a good majority of this shit and be waiting every fucking week for like an episode for 5 different fucking shows.
See, my thing now is how to get through them quickly is I'll have them set up at my desk at work and I have a headphone in and I'll be doing
See,
my
I
shit
can't
and
do that,
ordering
man.
shit.
No.
Can't do that at my job.
See, I sit at a desk and I help run a foundry. The only times I have to leave are when I have to go pick shit up and it's hot as balls outside. But most of the time, a lot of my paperwork and stuff and telling the maintenance guys what to do is at my desk.
Yeah, see, but I listen to a lot of books, so
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, I get that. I'm about to say I'm getting to the point where I'm this close to starting to read manga again. I haven't
I have
read
an app
manga.
on my phone that I'm gonna start getting into reading
Yeah.
some more.
Cody does that. He
Yeah.
reads manga on his phone all
Yeah.
the time. He read Duran Duran,
Yeah.
and because he compared where the manga was to where the series was.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
show.
And he's like, "Oh, my favorite part hasn't aired yet." I'm like, "He's ahead of me," and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Ah!"
That's how I feel with anybody who's watched like Jujutsu Kaisen or Solo Leveling or anything or read Jujutsu Kaisen Solo Leveling and stuff like that, because like every time, like before this last arc in Jujutsu Kaisen,
And-
Sheik the whole time leading up to this fucking arc is like, Bro, people ain't ready for how crazy this motherfucking arc about to be, bro. I promise you. Man, I done finished this bitch. I promise you. People, when I tell you, this is the toughest fucking arc out of the whole series. He was saying this for like 2 months prior to the shit even being announced that it was gonna happen. Like when it was gonna fucking come. Because they announced that they were getting this arc, but they didn't have the release date yet. And so the moment that they announced that arc was coming, he was like, "Oh, motherfuckers ain't ready for this motherfucking arc yet. This motherfucking arc gonna have people going motherfucking crazy." Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, and it's the same way for so many of these shows where I'm like,
See,
man,
I don't have anybody around me that does that or reads manga, so I don't have to worry about
oh,
that.
I'm about that way with Invincible too, because Invincible's getting to that point because I forget that Invincible is an actual comic before a show. It's an actual comic, so you can go read Invincible and finish the show and know everything that's going to happen in this show, and then just wait for it to come to life in the animation. And so, like, Sheik and them have read it, and so when I'm watching this final season of Invincible, they're like,
they already know.
They already know what's happening. I'm over here like, oh man, fuck. But the thing about that too is that the material that's in the book could be different from what you're seeing on the TV too.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing about a lot of anime and a lot of different shows is that they're not able to get everything all in at once to convey the full message that they're trying to get out without going too far from the point or making it seem too extra for people.
See, and that's why, like, with book readers and stuff, like with movies, when this movie gets put out and these book readers are like, "Oh, I love this."
Yeah.
And they watch it and they're like, "What the hell?"
Yeah. And it's like, you just can't, there's no way to fit all of that,
or they like,
which is what sucks,
or they changed something that was supposed to be like really important in the book and they just completely changed it in the movie, you know, or like the manga or anything you like that. Like shows can do that, and sometimes it's just better to read the manga or the book or something like that, you know.
Yeah, and that's like with something with like Soul Eater, for instance. Soul Eater is such a good example of that because Soul Eater is a fantastic anime. It has really like very little downfall, very little setbacks. There's not a lot of things that I could say bad about that anime. The one thing I will say bad about that anime though is that the manga has way more characters that are introduced in the manga that you don't get to see in the anime that apparently make the show a lot cooler in certain aspects. Because like the whole thing about Soul Eater is that our characters are kids who are basically preparing to become what I believe is the Grim Reaper or the next Grim Reaper, and their weapons are becoming Grim Reaper's death weapons. And each one of these students is working towards a goal, and they meet other weapons along the way who have all been weapons of the Grim Reaper. And in the show, you get to meet maybe like 3 or 4 of those like weapons like that he has used. In the manga, there's like 5 more than that you don't get to meet that are all like really cool and unique. And every weapon's really cool and unique because like they're all death sides, but they're all specific. They all do different things. They're all different shapes and sizes. Like if you've never seen Soul Eater, when I say death scythe, not all of them are actually scythes.
No.
Like literally one of them is a scythe. Soul, he's a scythe. But then you have Star, Black Star. He's got like fucking his chick is like a I believe he's got like nunchucks or something. I haven't seen the show in so long. But I know
they're different weapons, you know.
And then you've got Death the Kid, the Grim Reaper's son.
Yeah.
He wields 2 pistols. And the thing is, like, these weapons are also people.
Right.
These weapons are people that turn into weapons. And so, like, Death the Kid is cool because he's like the swaggiest human being ever. He's literally one of the swaggiest characters ever. He literally has no care in the world because he knows how strong he is because he's fucking he's the Grim Reaper's son.
That's my dad.
Yeah, Death is my dad.
That's my dad.
Death my dad. Yeah. You know, that's
I'm
me.
cool.
Yeah.
That's me. I'm his son.
No big deal or nothing.
Nothing. And then, not to mention, he is like one of the drippiest motherfuckers ever because he just walks around in a fucking suit half the damn time. And then his weapons are 2 chicks who are sisters. I think they're twin sisters at that, or like semi kind of twin sisters. And they're both just 2 fucking pistols. And they're fucking awesome. And it's a dope ass show. And that's why I recommend people to watch Fire Force, because if you watch Soul Eater and love Soul Eater, then you'll love Fire Force. Trust me, you will. Especially if you watch that last season and get to the end of that episode on the end of the season, get to the cliffhanger at the end of that. Boy, you will be more than excited for this new season that's coming in April. But yeah, the source material for a lot of manga to anime can differ a lot. And that's kind of why I'm really considering getting back into reading, because whenever it came down to Invincible, there was a character that didn't make it this season. And I'm not going to go into specifics on like who the character is and everything like that, but like I'll say the character was not good. He was a good guy. He was part of the good guy team, but his actions, because like I said, this is like The Boys. So people might be a part of the good guy team, but their actions might not be that good.
Yeah.
Like they might not do good things just because they're on the good side and fight for what is quote unquote good. But apparently in the show, it is much more tame to how bad he is compared to how actually terrible he is in the comic book.
Okay.
So it's like when he doesn't make it in this season, there's kind of a point where you're like, damn, that really fucking sucks, man. Like, you know, I was just starting to warm up to Buddy. And then there's people that have read the comics and they're like, hey yo, fuck that guy. Fuck him. Like, that's literally, and I'm like, dude, holy shit. And they're like, no, trust me, if you knew how much of a piece of shit he actually was, you wouldn't care.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, you're right. But I mean, I just watched
You're
the
right,
show.
but I don't know.
Have no opinion. I have no opinion other than what I've seen on television. So like, that's kind of why I'm considering reading a lot of these manga and getting back into reading manga. And even maybe going back and reading some stuff that I have already watched to see like, maybe if there was some differences in the storylines.
I'd like to read Jujutsu Kaisens.
Yeah, I need to read Jujutsu Kaisen. I do need to read Jujutsu Kaisen. But the thing about Jujutsu Kaisen that I love the action too much of that show.
Hence the reason I got a tattoo.
Yeah, like that's what makes shows like that so hard to read, is because like I want to see all that action play out on screen. I want to see the fight scenes.
But then you'll be like excited for it later.
Yeah.
Because then you'll be like, I know what they could do with that shit.
Yeah, and I was like that too in middle school, because I read the Naruto series when it was airing on TV. Well, it actually wasn't even middle school. It was elementary school. It was when we still had a library in the mall. And when Payless was still next to it. That tells you anything.
Yeah.
What was the girl store that every girl used to steal underwear from? What was the store that was down there? What was that store down there?
Oh my gosh, I know what you're talking about.
It's like Debs?
Debs with the dresses and shit.
Yes, Debs. When
everybody
Debs was
went there during high school prom or whatever. It was
Payless, Debs, the library, Baskin Robbins. Fire lineup. Fire lineup. I miss our mall. God, you fuckers have ruined our mall.
I never stole underwear from Debs.
I never stole underwear from Debs. I never did.
I didn't.
I never did. I actually never did. I never wanted to actually go in that fucking store. My mom used to take my little sister in there and like all that shit. And my mom used to go in there and look at shit.
They didn't have anything for guys.
No, they never had anything for guys. But the thing was there was nothing down there on that side of the fucking store or that side of the mall to make me want to stay down there or do anything. Because GameStop's all the way on the other fucking end. And my mom's not letting me stay all the way the fuck down there while she's all the way on the bum fuck other end of the mall.
Yeah.
So I was just stuck there just like in this mall listening to fucking NSYNC. Well, we sit here for 30 minutes looking at different pairs of fucking underwear. So stupid. So stupid. But in elementary school, when the Naruto series was airing, it was during the tuning exams, which is one of the most one of the most lit moments of the whole entire fucking series. If you know anything about Naruto, the tuning exams.
Yep.
Oh, so good. So good. But then we get to the point where we go into the forest and everybody starts getting attacked. And I was reading when Choji had got attacked and started popping the pills. Started going crazy and started fighting people, and I read that. And as a kid, it didn't get conveyed to me what he was actually like eating,
right?
Like what he was doing and stuff like that. I just seen him like eat something, and he was just like, big fist, boom, big arms, boom. Now I'm a ball,
steroids.
I was just like, dude, here's fucking muscle bob buff pants, like out of nowhere. And then when I watched it, because the thing was like I got that book and I read it, and I was like, this isn't happening in the show. I thought that I was reading what was happening for the next episode. No, I was reading like 2 episodes ahead. And I was like, oh, fuck. And so, like, I had the inside scoop going in elementary school
Yeah.
because I had like 3 other friends that were watching Naruto and waiting for that episode every Friday or Saturday.
You were that person like, I
And I'm
already
like,
know.
I know what's going on. And there was at one point where somebody was questioning if Choji was gonna win. They were like, "No, Choji probably gonna get his ass beaten. That's why
You're
gonna
like,
make everybody mad." And I'm like,
Little
bro,
do you
I'm
know.
like, y'all don't even know how tough Choji is. And they're like, bro, it's Choji, bro. What are you talking about? He's like, he's just a fat kid. He doesn't do anything. And I'm like, all right. All right.
I know some shit
Alright.
you don't know.
All right.
That's when you should have just been like, I bet you $20.
Man, see,
I bet you my allowance.
I was sadly a broke bitch kid, so I couldn't make
See,
bets
it doesn't
like that.
matter. You would have won because you knew.
Couldn't make bets like that. I
You still
couldn't make
coulda made
bets
money.
like
I
that.
bet you a
True.
Snickers bar that this is what
Right.
happens.
I bet you a stick of gum tomorrow that Choji makes it through this episode. No, but I'm considering it. I'm considering it. Just for anime though. Just for anime
Yeah.
though. You will not see me reading a full novel of anything at all. I am not
See,
that
I
type
like
of
other
reader.
books.
See,
Trinity the
same.
other day though, she goes, I have a book for you to read. I said, does it have trigger warnings in the beginning? She goes, no, and I was like, I don't care
I don't want to
anymore.
read it.
Mm.
Yeah, no, I don't read it. I can't. I
You
just
like
can't
them
get it.
spicy novels?
I like having my pictures. I like having my pictures. I'm a child. I like pictures. I like being able to see shit. My imagination when it comes to visualizing shit in my head sucks. Because whatever I see, and then whenever it gets conveyed in some other aspect, I'm like, that's not what the fuck I saw. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
See, what got me actually to start listening to books more is the Aragon series.
See, and I was just, there was
I listen to a lot of podcasts.
There's a
Mhm.
dude that I just recently started following. He made a book that's like kind of similar to the Aragon series, but it's like based around kind of like the RuneScape world because he's a RuneScape YouTuber.
Okay.
And I was like, I'm pretty sure he announced that it was going, like it was on audiobook and stuff like that. And I was like, if there was any book that I might actually give a shot, like give it a shot and try audiobook with, it might be one of those because it's like Aragon, and I was always interested in those ones whenever I was a kid. Like,
Mhm.
I read
those
those
See,
when I
ones
was
because
like
younger.
I
caught the
watched the
eye.
movie as a
Yes,
kid, and then like
yes.
they didn't make
Mhm.
anymore because apparently,
Right.
it just
flopped.
didn't do well. It
You
just
know,
didn't
and
do
then
well.
I listened to the first book and I was like, I understand.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I read all of them.
And then I continued to read the rest of them. I
Yeah.
even read the new one that just came out, I think last year or something, the Mortag book, and I absolutely loved them. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to continue to start listening to these books.
Yeah.
And like it did start with me just listening to books that they made movies from,
Yeah.
just to start comparing them. And I completely understand now
Yeah.
why you go to a movie theater after they just
and
make
people
a
tell you it's better
and
to read the book.
Yeah.
I completely understand now.
Yeah.
And now I'm listening to books that aren't movies.
Yeah.
And I just listen to Quicksilver. It's a spicy book. It
Yeah.
is.
I also
Awesome.
love like the vampire and monsters
See,
and that
this-
kind of. I love.
It's-
likes vampires.
Well, see, actually, you would like this because it has to deal with elves and vampires and alchemy too. So, and there's some spiciness.
I love fiction books. I love all
And,
of the fantasy and
the
horror
second book's
and all that
coming
stuff.
out this fall.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Hell yeah.
Speaking of getting into things, I finally started playing Monster Hunter.
Did start playing Monster Hunter finally.
And I did pick dual blades.
there you go.
So you and Scott are both playing dual blades. A lot of
Mhm.
dual blade action happening on the Twitch channel, which if you're not
Mhm.
following the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Beating the Bears Pod. I'm pretty sure it's Beating the Bears Pod. If not Beating the Bears.
Links in the description below
Yeah.
anyway. So
It's somewhere.
Yeah, it's there. It's there. It's everywhere. We
if you
stream.
have me on
much
Snapchat,
as
you
we
see I
can.
post it everywhere. You see me streaming with Night Rage 48 Aaron. I'm always streaming almost every day of the week.
Yep.
And for the podcast.
I
She
will
is,
at
she
some
is.
point. I will at some point in the near future, be streaming what can be considered one of the greatest RPGs of all time. Fucking, it's gonna be tough. I'm fucking try to get through it because I'm so bad about these games. But I'm gonna try to play Final Fantasy VII, the
Oh, okay.
original Final Fantasy VII, not the remake, not the newest
I have
one.
that on my PlayStation.
I have never played it, and people they say that this is like the greatest game of all time.
I thought about playing Elder Scrolls
It, and that's
again.
God, that's a whole nother one. Apparently, Oblivion's getting a remaster or something here soon, so
That'd be
Yeah,
cool.
I'm
that'll be really
playing.
I
cool.
like Dragon Age Inquisition too. That one was a good
Oh yeah,
one.
the
Playing
Dragon
the
Age games I
Chain of
love.
Memory right now, and I'm not gonna lie, fuck them cards, bro.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, I
I've been playing a lot
hate
of
it.
Phasmophobia. I already hit a level 100 and prestiged already on that.
Nice.
I've been
Yeah.
playing Terraria, which is like side scroller Minecraft kinda. It's like
Mhm.
instead of like first person Minecraft, this one is like all pixelated and you have like a little character and like and you do like all the mining and stuff like that, but you have like different biomes you can go to. There's different like areas of the world that change like environments and stuff like that. And it's a very vast fucking game. There's so much in this game that I didn't think was there. And that's basically all I did over when I was hanging out with Owens was just playing Terraria while he was playing Terraria on the computer and he's showing me what he got done on the computer and I'm like, I'm not even fucking close. I'm not even fucking close. I'm fucking like 10% into the game.
Oof.
He's telling me about all the bosses that are in the game. He's like, yeah, there's this boss, there's this boss, there's this boss, there's this one. This one will one shot
Yeah,
you.
when
You
I
can't
was-
go touch this one. This one will fucking kill you.
When I was playing Monster Hunter, I only defeated the toad in the beginning, and that's the only one that
Yeah.
I've done.
Oh yeah. I can't remember his name. I think it starts with like a CH.
It does
or
start with
something.
a C. It's
It's
I
like
don't even know what it is.
Chatadacabra or something like
Yeah,
that.
something like
Chatacabra.
that. I don't know.
Chatacabra, I think it is. I
Yeah.
haven't.
I'm not
I haven't played
playing-
it.
I
I've
spent-
played it a week.
I spent a good chunk of the time creating my person
I knew you would.
and then my little palico.
Yep, I knew you would. I knew you would. I knew you were gonna.
I
Have
named
fun
him
with
Anubis.
Of
Yeah,
course.
you did.
He's
Yeah,
all black with 3 red scratches across his face. I love him.
of
He's
course.
cute.
You're gonna be able to dress him up real cutely with all the kitty cat outfits and armor are super cute.
I have
And I
seen
am
those, and
obsessed
those are
with
cute.
all of the girl characters.
Yeah, they're hot.
I
Yeah,
like
Gemma's my
Gemma's
wife.
hot.
Gemma's my wife.
Olivia is a baddie.
Yeah.
Can you romance
Alma.
in this game or no?
I don't think so.
No,
No.
you can't romance anybody.
Damn.
No, there's no romancing in this game. This is
Olivia
the-
with her short hair and all the armor she has on.
Yeah, Olivia's hot. Olivia's hot. She's like the muscle mommy of the game. She is because she runs around with a hammer.
Okay.
And hammer users are like the thing about hammer users is like they are known to be the buff guys because they just run around hitting monsters with a hammer and knocking them on their ass.
They're the tanks. Okay.
No, they're not necessarily
No,
the tanks.
no, okay.
They're just the heavy hitters.
Heavy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a hammer person, you'll see a hammer person do like a big ass wind up and they'll charge and they'll run at the monster and they'll do like one big swing and the monster will get hit once and they'll go, fuck! And
Okay.
just fucking fall on their ass and just fucking squirm for like
Okay.
5 minutes and it's just like, that was all from one swing of the hammer hitting that thing in the face. And I'll tell you, I played Hammer in Monster Hunter World. It is a very satisfying feeling when you make a good build that is very successful at putting the monster on its ass. Because you can make a build that is just like a KO build, which is just all about hitting monsters and knocking them on their butt. But damn, when it actually works and you make it a good
Yeah.
build, oh boy,
It
it is
was-
fun being a Hammer
It
user.
was it took me just a minute just to get used to the buttons and everything, like because I haven't played a game like that in a hot minute.
You know,
but, like-
it's a learning curve a little
But
bit.
I like it. It's
Yeah,
good.
it's
I mean,
fun.
yeah.
It's very fun. It's
And I
it's
played
a
about
game,
like 2 hours worth of it. It was pretty good.
yeah, it's a game where you have to play it a good amount of times to get the full understanding
Yeah.
of how it works because like there's so many weapons to try. There's so many monsters. All the monsters have different
and I was gonna
patterns.
stream with Aaron too because we were gonna do it like separately on our own, you know,
Yeah.
and then but like being a party or whatever. But
Yeah.
she didn't want to stream that night, and I was like, I'll just do Monster Hunters then.
Yep. I mean, and like I said, she can join, but the thing about that is, if she joins you, she has to miss out on the story elements of the game.
Well,
So-
that's why we're gonna wait until we
Yep.
hit that end spot that you were telling us
Yep.
about, and then go from
Okay.
there.
Yep. Once you get to master
Yeah.
rank or high rank, it's not technically master rank, but
Because
once you
there
get to high rank,
was
you can
there
start
was
teaming
that
up
one
together.
point once I got to the camp after I killed that whatever Chatacabra or whatever the hell it was called, where you could talk to somebody and it brought up all the people where you if like you wanted to join a
now
party.
once you finally got connected to the
Yeah.
lobby. Yeah. So like once you if you get in, you start the mission, you would have to wait until you get past whatever cutscene that is that loads the monster in.
Mhm.
And then once you start the actual fight with the monster, it'll say like quest has begun or people can now join or SOS
Yeah.
can be shot off.
and
And that's
the
whenever
SOS
she
you can shoot off. Yeah.
that's whenever she can go to Alma, open up the book, and then she could go to a tab that says join friend quest, and then she can just join up that way.
Yeah.
She can play with you for all the story missions, but that's the only thing that they did about the co-op this year is that you cannot get all the story elements throughout the story mode up until like high rank. And that's whenever it kind of sucks because you're just kind of stuck playing solo.
Mhm.
But the game is not it's kind of a complaint from the community. The game's not as hard, so to speak, on solo when it's kind of handholdy a little bit.
Yeah, because I know it asks you if it wants you to like keep up the tutorials, like multiple of them, like to keep reminding you. And I was like, yes, please.
Yeah, and it's very useful, which Scott is so bad about reading the fucking screen when it comes to that shit. I was there with him for his first like 2 to 3 hunts, and they were telling him,
seeing all your comments.
They were
on
telling him on screen what the fuck to do, and he's sitting here. You'll see it here in a bit. There's a monster you'll fight like in 1 or 2 hunts where it creates a sand pit. A bird is falling into the sand pit, and a person's on the bird, and you're trying to save the person, but you have to grab one of these birds out of the sky,
or you
get
have to
the pod,
shoot your thing,
rip the pod off of it, and shoot the pod in the hole, and stop and get the monster out of it. And it says in big font on the screen, look up using right stick and press R2 to launch Slinger. And he is standing there looking down in the pit, just slinging the bird, trying to pull them out of the fucking sand pit, and it's doing nothing. And I'm typing in chat in full caps, read the screen. Please read. Look up. Look up. Damn you. Like, I was getting so pissed because he's just like, I don't get it. I have no clue.
I think I was watching you guys on my break, and I remember you.
Oh my god! I'm just like,
oh my
god! I know you don't play games, but dude, you can't tell me you can't just look at the screen. I mean, it's right in front of you. It's literally right there.
That's
Your television can't be that bad. But
hey, babe, where's the ketchup? right there.
Right. Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Oh man, it's that moment when you go, has anybody seen my vape? I can't fucking find that thing.
Where are my glasses?
Right. Oh,
hey,
man.
I've looked for my phone while I was on it, so I can't even talk shit.
All right. Well, let's move on. This is the final big thing that we do at the end of the episode. We got to do it because we're running out of time. And this has been something we've been having a lot of fun with. I had to go through it last week, and boy, that was a struggle.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have to do it again.
Welcome to the life.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do it again because there's more games that I got to go through, and
I still have my list of anime men to give you too.
Yeah, she's got to give me another list. We've got a lot of these. We've got a lot of these, but they're fun and people like them.
I'm a little scared to be honest.
Yeah, and
I've watched, and
it could be bad. It could not be bad. I'm just glad to not be there anymore. It's not my turn right now.
It's a tough time. It's a tough time being in the hot seat. It's rough. But we've been having a lot of fun with this. And if you were here for the last few episodes, this is the bracket fights. If you don't know what the bracket fights are, this is basically where we make you put your favorite shows, games, items, objects, anything that you like. We
waifus,
make you,
anything and everything.
Waifus, husbandos, whatever you want them to be. We make you give us a list.
Yep.
And we put this list randomly into the bracket. We make some minor alterations to make it a little fun, depending on how the auto setup goes. But for the most part, we let this happen. We set it up. We got everything on screen. For the viewers at home, you can see what is on the screen. We currently have the screen blocked, so we cannot see what shows or movies are in the current spot. Yep. Amber has no clue. This bracket is exclusively for Amber. She sent me a list last night of her favorite movies, and that's why this is her favorite movies. This is not like just animated films or anything like that. This is just her favorite films.
That's why I'm a little bit scared because I know what I sent you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, if some of these movies go up with some of the other ones, I don't know, man.
Yeah, there's some tough ones, and
welcome to it. It's gonna be rough.
I tell you, I could have been a dick. I could have been a dick. But Brittany was like, it's not fair. It's not fair. And I was like, well, what I went through last week was not fucking fair, damn it. But
last week was hilarious.
But
it was.
If the Ocarina of Time versus Kingdom Hearts 2 situation, if that didn't already happen, I wouldn't have had this in mind. So I made adjustments based on that because it would not have been fair to have that happen so early. Something like that happening early is not fun. We want that to happen, and it's a struggle. But I did make some alterations, some alterations, and changed a few things around on this bracket to kind of make it more interesting for some of the matchups, because there were some that I just didn't feel like were that fair. Like there was like one animated movie that was like the complete opposite spectrum of what this other live action film was, and I was like, that just seems weird. Like that comparatively seems weird.
It is a lot of random movies.
It is a
in
lot
this.
of random movies. Like I said, as y'all see on screen, it is a lot of random movies. But we are gonna go ahead and get it started with the first one. So let's go ahead and start it out.
Oh shit!
Corpse Bride.
Oh shit!
versus
It's already
Atlantis,
hard.
the
Oh
Lost
my
Empire.
goodness!
This would have fucked me up too. Fucking shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
This is tough.
Holy
this is not
shit.
easy.
'Cause,
This
like,
is not easy.
My cat's named after Victor, like
Yeah.
from the Corpse Bride.
That's one of
Yeah.
my favorite
Oh
fucking
my
movies, but
God.
Atlantis is.
Yeah. So this is a huge one.
That's one of those movies I
That
put on
is.
before I go to bed every night
Yeah.
in Atlantis.
And then I try to make you watch Atlantis.
Yeah. I just had that night. I just a little too much herb.
It's so good.
Little too much. And Munchies just got the best of me.
Oh,
To be honest, I'm
Amber.
gonna pick this because it hits home. Atlantis.
Atlantis. Okay. I mean, that's a fine choice. It's a fine choice. Hope for a live action at some point. Full Metal Jacket
What the
versus
fuck?
Treasure Planet. Full Metal Jacket.
You got like
versus
this
Treasure
hard,
Planet.
war movie against this. And
I love
This
Treasure
space
Planet.
war movie. I don't know if
but
it's space
Full Metal
war.
Jacket has sentimental. Like me and my dad watched that like
And
constantly.
that's what makes these things tough too, is because like they might not be in the same genre, but every one of these movies has some kind of
Mhm.
value to it.
But Treasure Planet has such a good music
good
lit.
fucking
It's
movie.
such a good movie.
Trust me, I know this is how I felt with my fucking video game list, because I'm looking at Bushido Blade against Smash 64 and I'm like, these are two completely different fucking games,
Uh-huh.
but
Oh
they've
my
also given me
God.
two different amazing like experiences in life. So it's like it's hard for me to put one over the other. That's what makes bracket fights so damn fun. That's why we love this.
Oh my god.
And Owens was like, man, I don't know what I'm getting myself into. And I'm like, he was like, man, this is gonna be tough. And I told him, I was like, your games list does not have to be in any order. This is not like you giving me a
No.
list to put in order. Just send me a
Right.
list of games. And he was like, oh, that makes it a lot easier. And I'm like, you're
Yeah.
telling me that makes it a lot easier to have you not put
It's
them in
gonna fuck
order?
you up.
Makes it good for me, because that lets me know that you have trouble
Yeah.
putting ones over others already. So that's what makes this fun.
Full Metal Jacket.
Full Metal. Wow. I'm gonna be real. I did not see that coming, because like she's real big. Like
I am a big Disney fan.
big
I really
Disney,
am.
Specifically, like the Atlantis Treasure Planet era of Disney. Like I know Amber for sure really likes that a lot. So that's like, that's a real shocker for me.
I do like Full Metal Jacket. It is a movie that shows real hard shit. It
Yeah.
does. But like I said, it's sentimental with me and my dad, and it's a good movie.
For sure.
Can
Full
you
Metal
suck
Jacket
a
it
golf
is.
ball through a garden hose, man?
Oh shit. What's the next one? Jennifer's Body versus the Princess Bride. I want to be so real.
God, I love Jennifer's Body.
I've never seen Jennifer's Body, but
It's-
Princess
Oh.
Bride is one of my all-time favorites.
So this one's not gonna be as hard
I would
for
hope
me.
not.
And
would
it's
hope
it's
not.
gonna be the Princess Bride.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
It's gonna be the
because
Princess Bride. I love Jennifer Body. She is hot. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is.
Shout
But
out Megan
Princess
Fox.
Bride, man, that's it.
Yeah, Princess Bride's got to
Did
do
you
it.
say Jennifer Fox?
No.
Oh,
Megan
I swear to
Fox.
God, I thought you did. I don't know why.
If I said Jennifer
shit.
Fox, then
Oh
correct me.
shit. Okay.
So this is I had to make this change. This was the
Okay.
change that I had to alter, because this matchup, what it was already scheduled to be, what the bracket set it up to be. We would have been here for like 30 minutes. We would have been here for 30 minutes, because there was no way, and you'll see what's on the other side of the bracket, because I specifically moved it to the other side of the bracket.
Okay.
You'll see what it is,
What?
and you'll know what it is, because if you would have had to deal with those two, no, bro,
Obviously,
it'd
this
it'd
is
been a
no
struggle.
competition,
That'd have been a struggle.
but it is Nightmare Before Christmas.
yeah, it is Nightmare Before Christmas. It
I
is.
love The Two Towers. It is my favorite. It's my favorite book out of the movies, just because it shows so much of Merry and Pippin.
Yeah,
But Nightmare Before Christmas.
it's a Nightmare Before
like,
Christmas. Yeah, if
I have
anybody in the friend group-
tattoos. It's my thing, man.
If anybody in the friend group knows Amber, it's Nightmare
Hey,
Before
look
Christmas.
at my cup, guys.
Yeah. So, Nightmare Before Christmas is going to go on. Now, you have to choose between Atlantis and Full Metal Jacket. things get considerably tougher now.
Yeah.
This is where things start to really tighten up because now you've made decisions, but now you got to make tougher ones.
And now you have to remember that whatever you make
I
here
know.
has to go against the other side.
Yeah, and that's what makes it even harder. It's just a snowball effect that just continuously gets harder as you do this. And then you've got a whole other side of the bracket to do still. And then whatever you choose there has to face whatever one's here.
It's
So
Atlantis.
there's just a lot.
It's Atlantis.
Atlantis. Wow.
Yeah,
That's-
it is.
Man, Atlantis gets a lot of love
It
for a
does.
movie that does
Fucking
not get
love
brought
that
up as much.
movie.
Oh my
It's the
gosh.
thing,
It's
like,
such
this
an
movie just doesn't
underrated
get brought up.
movie.
It is.
So good.
And like when they
They could do
make the
such a
live
good live action
action,
movie.
They make
I
the live
swear
action,
to
look at
God.
it. Crazy.
God. So Atlantis it is.
Yep.
Yes.
Princess Bride versus Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh my
This is a tough one.
God. Yeah, it is.
This is a tough one.
It is.
I love both of these movies personally, so even for me, this is hard to pick.
Mm.
Like,
oh my gosh.
Mine would be Nightmare Before Christmas.
see, and yeah, I know you. That is
But
what it
the
is.
Princess Bride.
The Princess Bride
too.
is fantastic.
It
and I'm-
is.
Good, but for me it would be easy.
I love the cast of Princess Bride extremely. I extremely love the cast. The main character for Princess Bride would go on and be in Robin Hood Men in Tights,
Mm-hmm.
and he is so fucking funny in that movie too. I just love it. I love that movie. But then you got Nightmare Before Christmas, which is like one of the best Halloween animated films, one of the best Christmas time movies. It's one of the best movies for the seasons. It has a lot of
Banger songs.
banger songs, and it's got a lot of good
Tim
music.
Burton's my favorite
Tim Burton's
director of
really
all
good.
time. So
And on top of that, even if you're a video game fan, it has good video games, and it also has that iteration within Kingdom Hearts where you can go
Yep.
to Halloween
Yep.
Town and fight
And
with
it actually
Jack
does
and-
have its own video game. You
Yep.
play against
Yep.
Oogie Boogie.
Yep,
So
it's like the slime one where you have like
Yep.
a little
Mhm.
slime ball in your wrist and you could whip people with it. It's awesome.
Yep.
It's a fun game.
it's
Amber,
hard
what'd you picking?
It's gonna be Nightmare Before Christmas.
Nightmare Before Christmas. Nightmare Before Christmas.
My mom's shedding a tear
Now,
right now.
The real struggle. Atlantis
this
versus
was gonna
Nightmare Before Christmas. Oh, the matchup. This is hard. This is hard.
Just put a gun to my head.
No, don't do that. Just make a choice. This is a struggle. This is a struggle. This is where bracket fights really make you think. This is the tough one.
It's gonna be Nightmare Before Christmas. I have to.
Ah. I knew Nightmare Before Christmas was
To
gonna
be
make it to
honest-
the end, but I didn't think it would have to go up against Atlantis at the end of it.
Yeah. To be
So-
honest, there's only one movie, if it's on here, that might beat Nightmare Before Christmas, but we'll see.
All right.
All right.
Nightmare Before Christmas. Other side
Start
it
of
is.
the bracket.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my god, no.
I think I made this change earlier.
Oh
yeah.
my god, no.
So Tinkerbell and the Legendary Never Beast and Perks of Being a Wallflower. Now, I
Oh
have
my-
never seen a Tinkerbell movie.
Oh my
I have. They're
god.
cute. I love
I
I have
them.
love
never seen a
them
Tinkerbell
to
movie.
death.
As a grown man, I've never seen one of those, even though I've got
I mean, shit,
plenty
a
of
couple
girl
years ago
cousins
for
and-
Halloween, all the girls dressed
Yep,
up as
mhm,
fairies.
Yeah.
Yep.
But The Perks of Being a Wallflower is one of my favorite movies of
Oh
all
my
time.
god. And it's such a good book.
It is a very good book. It was one of the only books that I read in high school, and I did it for a book report. And I only read it because I had seen the movie and was so in love with the movie that I was that interested to read the book for the report. And it's very
And
good.
it's sad because both of these movies make me cry. Both of them.
See?
Swear to God.
I don't know Tinkerbell to make me cry like that. I don't know. Tinkerbell
So
to
the
make me cry.
ending of this movie specifically, it's like a happy cry ending.
Oh, okay. It's one of
But-
those feel good
yeah.
kind of moments.
So,
yeah.
and Wallflower that's hurtful.
That's a real that pulls on the heartstrings for sure. That's a real tearjerker.
Perks of
especially
being a
if you're-
wallflower.
Perks of being a
Oh,
wallflower.
The Perks of Being a Wallflower.
All right.
There we go. It's got good music in that one too.
It does.
Oh, the Battle of Ghibli. This is a tough one. This is a tough one. The only thing that could have possibly made this tougher is instead of Kiki's Delivery Service, it was Howl's Moving Castle. That's the only thing that would have made this an even
Favorite
bigger
fucking
struggle.
movie.
I look, honestly, for me, that's the hardest one. If you put Spirited Away against Howl's Moving
No. Oh,
Castle,
fuck yeah,
it is
yeah.
so hard for
I'd
me to
give
really
up.
put one over the other.
Flip his fucking
They're
table.
both so like perfect films. They're both perfect. Kiki's Delivery Service for me, I didn't watch growing up.
It was such a good movie.
but I know people love it fondly.
It's
Like
such a
it's
good
like I know
movie.
people love it fondly. I was more on the Totoro side of things when it came to early
Spirited
Ghibli.
Away.
Yeah. Spirited Away though was the first Cartoon Network like anime movie that I had ever watched
even
because it was
give you-
it was the first Ghibli movie that they had ever played on Cartoon Network.
I need to
Mhm.
give
It's
you
so-
a list of movies for me to
Yeah.
do one of these. My God.
Oh man.
Spirited Away was my first Studio Ghibli movie.
Yeah, that's so good.
Spirited Away.
Spirited
See,
Away.
And Howl's Moving Castle was my first. Spirited Away was my second.
Okay.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh, God, I fucking love Boondock Saints.
Oh my
so
God.
much.
But Gangs of New York.
I've never
though.
seen it.
Oh my
but Boondock
gosh.
Saints is so fucking good.
So
People
Gangs,
are gonna hate me. I've never seen either one of these
Oh my!
movies.
Oh my God,
So
you
it's
have to
about
watch it.
literally about Gangs of New York.
It's so
It's
good.
about Irish and Americans fighting, and there's all these gangs, and it's such a good movie. And Boondock
I
Saints
could
is
word
such
for
a
word
good
Boondock
movie.
Saints and the prayers and the whole. Oh God, I love
Oh
that
my
movie so
gosh.
fucking much.
Doesn't that movie have Daryl from Walking
Yes.
Dead? in
Yes.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
It's so
That's
good.
the scene.
And the second one with the Mexican, fucking hilarious.
Isn't that where they have the scene where they're in like the ventilation shaft and like they drop down? The
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I've seen
Great.
scenes from
You're
the movie, but
fucking rope.
I've
Oh
never
my-
seen. Yeah, I've never seen the full film.
You would like it. I think you would like it.
I need to watch it.
Yes.
I need to watch it. I need to watch
I
it.
feel like you guys would like Gangs of New York.
I probably would too. It's got Leo. It's got
So
Leo in
which
it,
one are you
man.
Mhm.
picking?
I mean, you know, it's got Leo, and is that what's her name? Cameron Diaz.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh man,
But it's Boondock Saints.
Boondock
Yeah,
Saints.
Boondock Saints.
That's nice.
Such a
That's
fucking
nice
movie.
though. I mean, hey.
I wanted those tattoos on my hand so bad.
Okay, no. Okay. So
Oh my God.
let me preference. I did say earlier that I moved one around. I thought I moved it to the right side of the bracket. I didn't. I moved it to the left side of the bracket. And it
See,
went up against Atlantis.
Goblet of Fire is my favorite fucking Harry Potter movie that's ever came out.
I want to tell you, the bracket earlier, you had to put Corpse Bride against Atlantis. I had to move that because it was Corpse Bride against Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh shit.
And I looked at that and I went, oh, this one's gonna be fun. And then Brittany went, that's not fair. And I went, so nobody said that shit to me when it was Kingdom Hearts going up against Ocarina of Time. Nobody looked at that and thought that was a little weird compared to everything else on there. When you saw WWE against GTA 5, you didn't look at Ocarina of Time, one of the greatest RPGs ever, going up against Kingdom Hearts, one of the greatest RPGs ever.
But your
As the
reactions,
first matchup, you didn't look at that and go, hey, that's a little tough.
your reactions are so phenomenal, though.
great.
It's so good
Ah.
to see you. It's just hilarious.
But I saved you that, but I did raise you a couple over on this side with the Ghibli and the Harry Potter.
Goblet of Fire
Oh.
would be mine.
Because, okay, and for people who don't understand, the right one is Goblet of Fire, because as I am seeing now, our homie Run TMC got the foreign cover, and that is not in English other than the Harry Potter version of that.
Yeah, it is.
So that is Goblet of Fire on the right, and then you have obviously the Prisoner of Azkaban on the
Where you
left.
first meet
Yeah.
the love
Yeah.
of my life, Sirius Black.
Sirius Black, he is a badass dude.
But then, like Goblet of
Goblet
Fire
of
just
Fire-
has so much.
one's
in
my
my
favorite.
personal
to it.
opinion, it is the best one. It's one of my favorites. It is
Yeah,
very good.
That's
Goblet of Fire
That's my
is.
favorite.
Like a lot of people, when you ask them what their favorite
It's-
ones are, it's usually in that middle range of Goblet of
Mhm.
Fire, Prisoner of Azkaban, stuff like that. So like, I saw these and I went, I'm not missing the opportunity
Mhm.
to put these two against each other because they are technically like the top ones when
two
people
Yeah.
come
that
to
people
watch.
say, yeah.
When people talk about Harry Potter or when they reminisce about it, if they're not thinking about Sorcerer's Stone right off rip, this is where their brain goes.
Mhm.
This is where their brain goes to Prisoner of Azkaban and Goblet of Fire
So
right
what
here.
you got?
Goblet of Fire.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep, that's exactly where I would have went to. I love Prisoner of Azkaban. It's very good. But
And it's-
Goblet of Fire,
You
man.
That's
do
my
meet
fucking
the love
favorite,
of
dude.
my
I
life
love it.
there, but
Yeah.
you know,
Yep.
But
Goblet
you-
of Fire
it
has
is.
so much going on with it.
My
and
boy!
oh,
That's my son!
it's where it starts getting
And
deep.
That's where he
so-
turns into Edward Cullen.
Oh my god, that shit! Oh, that shit hurt. I was like, dude, if there is any way to pull on the heartstrings at the end of this movie, that's my son.
So for her, we got the perks of being a wildflower and Spirited Away.
Oh
Woo.
my god.
There's a lot of high school love right here.
It is.
It's a
It
lot
is.
of high school love right here.
A lot of throwback.
Yeah, a lot of coming home and throwing this on in the background while you have to do schoolwork reluctantly.
Mhm.
While you don't want to do it, you listen to this to help you get through it. And these were both really good, man.
So I love Perks being a wallflower, and I love the book, but I
Spirited
have to
Away,
think
man.
that I
Yeah.
watch
Mhm.
Spirited Away a lot more than I watch Perks being a Wallflower.
Yeah.
So it's gonna have
Spirited
to be
Away it
Spirited
is.
Away.
And I to be honest though, I think Spirited Away has the better rewatchability
Yeah.
than Perks of Being a Wallflower. Like you could just like mindlessly turn Spirited Away on.
You,
But
I
like
have to be in the feels to watch
you
Perks
really
being.
have to be kind of
you
in a
know,
mood to watch
because I
Perks of
know
Being a
I'm gonna
Wallflower.
cry during
Yeah.
this movie, so I have to be willing to cry
Spirited
to
Away
watch
it
it.
is then.
Yeah. Now, Boondock Saints versus Goblet of Fire.
This would fuck me up.
Man. Oh man, oh man, oh
This would
man.
fuck me
Because
up.
I'm thinking about which one I would watch more. But to be honest, I watch both of them pretty equally throughout
Yeah.
the year. You know.
But now
It's-
it's mostly coming up to what in your heart do you feel like
Yeah.
you love the most? Which
Yep.
one do you feel like if you were to go home right now, your only option is to turn on a movie and you only have these two options, which one are you choosing?
And I could word for word both of these fucking movies,
Mhm.
dude.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
I'm so serious.
Yeah.
And I've can strongly say with my whole heart I've watched Goblet of Fire more than I have Boondock Saints, but both of those fucking movies,
Oh,
They just
God,
hit.
you have to watch Boondock Saints.
I
Dude.
will,
It's such
I
a
will.
good.
It's
fucking
funny, it's
movie.
serious, there's action.
Oh god, it's so good. You'd love it. And they're Irish and they could speak like 7 different fucking
Oh my
languages.
God.
Oh
I'm
god.
about to say, I believe it was Chase who tried to show me this movie at one point, but I
I could
just,
see
And
that.
you would think
Yeah.
the second one's hilarious because they have a Mexican guy in that one, and it's just so fucking
Yeah.
funny.
hell yeah. I need to look. I'll have to go after this and see what it's on any of the streaming
Yeah.
services and see if I can't find
All right,
it.
Amber.
I'm gonna have to choose Goblet of Fire because
Yep.
it just hits home.
That's understandable, man.
It hits home.
It's understandable. It's Harry Potter and it's hard to beat. But
Oh shit.
is
Amber's
it
like,
going
all right,
to
all
is
right,
it going to
motherfuckers.
beat Spirited Away? Because that's
Because I know what it's going up against.
yeah, that's the thing. Is like you have to kind of look beyond this because there's one more. There's still one more. It's not easy.
Distraught.
Not easy.
Disrespectful.
Not easy at all.
Oh my god. It's gotta be Spirited Away.
I
Oh,
knew it
God.
was going to be
Spirited Away.
Spirited
All
Away,
right.
but I wanted to see it play out
Here we
because this is the tough
go.
one. This is the tough one. The Nightmare Before Christmas versus Spirited Away. This was kind of, when I saw these brackets laid out, I kind of knew this is what it would come down to. I'm going to be real. I kind of knew this is what it would come down to because, I mean, like, for me personally, it was either going to be Princess Bride or Nightmare Before Christmas making it down this list.
Mm-hmm.
And Spirited Away was by bounds and leaps making it through this entire list.
Mine
No
would have
problem.
been Nightmare Before Christmas and Goblet of Fire, honestly.
To be honest, if Tinkerbell movie didn't go up with Perks being a Wallflower, that
It
was the
would've been the-
movie
yeah.
I was scared to go up against Nightmare Before Christmas the
That's
most.
wild.
Yeah, because
Mm.
what a lot of people don't know is I love Tinkerbell.
I mean,
She's
hey,
my bitch, okay?
I mean, hey, that's how I feel about the Power Rangers stuff, man. People just don't get how much I love Power Rangers, and I get it.
So are you gonna pick Nightmare Before Christmas?
I'm gonna throw people through a loop, but
Oh shit.
I will choose Spirited Away.
Oh, shit.
Wow! What a
Don't-
crazy turn of events.
Don't get me wrong, I love Nightmare Before Christmas. Okay, that's what I'm known for.
Yeah.
All right. But Spirited Away just has more of a feel,
Yeah.
comfy feel. Like I can watch
I'd
Nightmare
be-
Before Christmas when
Oh,
I
yeah.
sleep. Same with Spirited Away.
Yeah.
But Spirited Away just has more of a story.
Yeah.
To
If I
me.
had Nightmare Before Christmas and Howl's Moving Castle, I'd be fucked for
See,
life.
that's what another one I was scared,
I'd be
which
like, you
I'm
might as well
surprised you
just
guys
give
didn't
it up
put
because I don't know which one I'm gonna
Yeah.
fucking
Howl's
pick.
Moving Castle on here, because if it was between Howl's Moving Castle and Spirited Away, Howl's Moving Castle is
That's-
my
yeah.
favorite Studio
Mhm.
Ghibli.
Yeah, it's so good.
So
It's so good. It's so
All
good.
right, Spirited Away it is.
Spirited Away it is. So, of
And
course, we're going to flash
Put it up.
whatever gift we want to throw up here. It's more than likely going to be the scene where they're all cheering at the end of the bridge. Because that's probably one of the best scenes for this, because it is their victory lap. It is their win, their big win. They have surpassed a lot of movies. They have beaten the odds, honestly. Nobody expected them to be here. I sure as hell didn't. I'm gonna be so real. I did not expect Spirited Away to be in this position. Nightmare Before Christmas. If, like I said, if you know Amber at all,
It's my movie.
it's her movie, and like to see it be just dethroned is a little crazy to me. But when you see the movie that it is, if you know Studio Ghibli, if you know Spirited Away, it's one of the greatest movies of all time.
It's
It's
so
one of the
good.
greatest animated films of all time. So, with that being said, congratulations, Spirited Away. You did good. You did good. I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you. You defeated a mega boss. You defeated a final boss beyond all compare, because that is an insane. That is a Dark Souls boss of a movie. That is such a hard thing to beat, but you did it, and here we are. And so, with that being said, we're gonna move on to the last topic of the show. We do it every week. You know what it is. It's the Song of the Week. The wonderful Song of the Week. The song that you are going to want to listen to start your week off with in the middle of the week, because this episode releases on Wednesday, not the start of the week. You're going to listen to the song in the middle of the week and tell us down in the comment section how you feel about these music song choices that we give you. These are all choices that we have handpicked from our own personal liking. So if you do not like them, that is of your own choice.
Eat ass.
That has nothing to do with
You're
us.
just wrong.
That
Okay.
is just you. That's a you problem, and you've got to look inside yourself and figure out what the fuck's wrong with you. So, with that being said, we should have a community song of the week.
Yes. Who did you say it was from?
My buddy Jalen. Shout out to my buddy Jalen. Shout out to East Coast Customs. He does football cleats, soccer cleats. If you have a pair of custom shoes that you need done, East Coast Customs on Instagram. Go hit him up. He does amazing work. He is getting ready to work with MLB players here soon. He's literally getting ready to make cleats for, I don't even know if I could say it, but I'm going to. He's about to make some cleats for Fernando Tatis Jr. So if you don't know who that is, I get it. You're not a baseball fan, but holy shit, as a baseball fan, it's one of the top 10 players in the league. So to make cleats for him, it's crazy. If you need cleats done, go talk to him. This, though, is his musical choice of the week. I don't even know anything about this
I don't
song.
either. We've got Egg Roll by D True and Backyard Ghost.
Yeah, I played a little bit of it beforehand, so it's got like a little bit of like a, it's I believe 2 Asian American rappers, but they're beat stuff. They got like
it
that,
sounded
like
good.
Yeah.
they got like that like deeper voice, kind of like rap style, where they just kind of like rock with the beat a little bit, like not necessarily like go at the beat or rap super hard on it. So decent little song. You know, hey.
I have got Latch by Disclosure and Sam Smith.
Oh, okay.
That's one of my
Okay.
happy songs. That song's one of the ones that makes me happy no matter what.
Hell yeah. I get that. You gotta always have like the nice little happy go-to songs.
What you got, Al?
I got, of course, another old man
Yeah.
throwback. Yep. But this one is a band that a lot of people should know. Beautiful Def Leppard. Love Def Leppard. Amazing band. But this comes from the album Pyromania, and it is Foolin'. If you know anything about Def Leppard, Foolin' is a very good song. It's very, very good. They make a lot of really good music, but I think Pyromania and like Photograph have to be one of the better albums for me. And man, don't be surprised if in the future you see more stuff come from both of those albums
Yeah.
for me, honestly, because Def Leppard's one of my favorite bands of all time, and they make really good stuff. So,
Amber, what you got?
I actually got a little old one too.
Okay.
It's "Piece of My Heart" by Janis Joplin.
Oh,
Nice.
hey, hell yeah.
She got some good music out there. I love her. Always have. My mom obviously introduced her to me, so she has a beautiful voice in my
Absolutely.
opinion. So
Nice.
Absolutely.
yeah.
I'd say I did start finally getting into my new job and everything like that. And I'm starting to finally get to know my coworkers and stuff. And I asked a lot of them like what their musical tastes were, because I was like, maybe I can get some more community songs of the week out of some of these guys just from what they like to listen to, you know? And like one of the younger guys there, he's like, oh, like I have a playlist that me and my girlfriend just kind of add songs to that kind of remind each other of us. But the other playlist that I listen to the most is like my dad rock playlist. And I was like, oh, me and you are going to get along. Me and you are going to get along so well if that's what you listen to. So yeah, man, like a lot of good old songs. And like he was saying too, like he was like, the reason why I even listened to dad rock is because like it was something that me and my dad and my grandfather listened to whenever we would do things. So like Nickelback, fucking like Def Leppard and stuff like that. He was like, it has more sentimental value to it. And that's why I think I like the older songs so much, is because you could always, attach it to something. There's a reason why you were listening to it, because a lot of newer music we kind of discover on our own, but that was music that was brought to us and introduced to us from other people. So I love that.
Yeah.
That's why I love Song of the Week, because it gives us the ability to do that for you guys. I love that. I love that so much. I love being able to share with the community and give back to them, just like Amber does with the community Song of the Week, and everybody else has been doing with the Song of the Week. You guys giving back to us. So please, 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 please leave those comments down below, or even comment on any of the social medias, the Facebook, the Instagram, the TikTok. Hell, we could probably have like a comment section somewhere on the fucking website to be happening here soon. You can probably leave it there too. I mean, hell, we could probably dedicate like something to just fucking have a submit your Song of the Week tab or something. Who fucking knows? We can probably get something set up for that for you fuckers. But with that being said, Kiana, go ahead and talk to these beautiful people and tell them what they need to do at the end of this wonderful episode.
Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share it with all your friends and family, because we are still on the way to our 500 subscriber goal for our lovely little ice bath that we decided we were going to do. So either it's going to be Scott, or we're going to make Brittany do it whenever she's here.
Womp, womp,
Womp, womp.
But-
all of the links below for
Yes.
Spotify Song of the Week,
Spadio.
Spotify audio listeners only.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're on the YouTube if you're watching this here. You've got TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, all over the place.
Yep.
We keep everything updated as much as we can.
Twitch.
And then, Twitch for us for the Beauty and the Beards, and mine as well for the Kilala 1031 and Night Rage 48 for Aaron.
Yeah.
And then make sure you make your way over to Pokestop Collectibles now that they have got their Beards 5, all capital letters, and you can get a 5% off discount online.
Yep. Don't want to miss out on all that stuff. There's a lot of new bundles and a lot of new packs coming out in the next couple of months, so you're not going to want to miss out on the opportunity to get that. And that 5% doesn't sound like a lot, but when you look at the prices,
it'll help.
when you look at the prices of what this shit is coming in at, anything helps.
And we've got big things coming, new people that we're gonna be bringing, and
keep your eye out for the
maybe
merch.
For the
some
merch.
sponsors.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Maybe.
They
We're working hard.
Big plans
We
for you
sure
guys.
do.
Oh,
Big
yeah.
plans.
Oh yeah. Check
Out the Twitch channels for the merch.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Amber, for coming through and hanging out with us
Anytime.
today. Thank you so much. It has been a wonderful time. We love being able, this was one of the things we talked about at the beginning of creating this show, was the idea of being able to
Bring more people
on, not just have us on camera all the time, but be able to get an extra mic and
it
get
sucks
people.
because Scott's
Yes,
gone.
we
We
wanted to
miss
do it
you,
with
Scott.
everybody.
We
Yeah,
do.
we do. We wanted to do this with all of us, and like I said, get like an extra microphone set up and have like the special guest episodes and stuff like that. It sucks how we have to do it now, but we're not able to all be together. But the fact that we're able to even have people in here and have guests and have more stuff for you guys to be able to learn about us and
He'll be back
interested
soon.
with. Oh yeah, absolutely. He'll be back soon. Even if it means just getting him back to come play some video games with us for a little bit, we'll definitely get him back on for
They got
sure.
people warming his seat for
You'll
him.
see.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So like I said, thank you, Amber, for coming along and hanging out with us today.
Fun time.
Absolutely.
Thank you for having
We'll
me.
have to have you back again. But with all that being said, we need you guys to definitely come back again, because I love you. I need you here. You know I do. You see, I have to bring people here with me because I can't do this on my own. So what makes you think you not being here is going to help? Like, if you're not here, I'm just a guy in a chair. And what good is that? What the fuck am I doing just sitting here talking to this mic if you're not even going to show up? So you gotta come back. You gotta come back, even if it's just to put us on the background while you're cooking dinner, or hanging out with the kiddos, or you're opening up packs that you just got from Poke Shop. Whatever it is, just come hang out with us, man. Leave the comment down below. Tell us we're dumb for making her go through this and deal with all these movies and all this shit. Or maybe tell us why, Boondock Saints should have beat Goblet of Fire and
Tell me
Spirited
why
Away.
I'm wrong.
Yeah,
okay?
tell Amber why she's wrong. Tell her to her face. Do it. Bitch.
I'm right here.
Bitch. I love you. I really do. Bitch.
Bitch, I ain't never gonna stop loving you.
Bitch. But definitely come back. Definitely come hang out with us. Definitely come and chill, because we need you. We need you here. And we love hanging out with you guys. We love that more of you have been coming along too. Shout out to all of you guys. We were talking about it before the episode.
You're making this shit happen.
A lot more of you guys are popping up and we are loving it. And a lot more of you means a lot more of this. And a lot more of this means a lot more fun shit. And that's just what we're all looking for. We're all looking to have a fun, good time. And with you guys here, we could definitely do that. So with that being said, I love you. I appreciate you. This has been a wonderful, amazing, a great episode of Beauty and the Beards. We will see you on the next one.
Peace out, homie.
Bye.
Bye-bye.